Hi, teacher.
Good morning, Huda.
How are you?
I'm fine. And
Hi,
you?
Miss.
Good morning.
Good morning, Miss Fatin.
Good morning, all.
Morning, Miss Ma. Good morning, Miss
Good
Fatin.
morning, Miss
Good morning, my
Fatin.
love.
Are we going to learn a new lesson today?
No, tell me, what are we going to do today?
Heat
How
energy.
does heat affect objects?
How does heat
Good morning,
affect
teacher.
objects? Bravo, Yadana. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Miss.
Sen is writing, good morning. I'm happy that you're with us today. Good morning, Hashim.
Good morning. Good morning.
Hi,
Good morning, Christian.
Good morning, teacher.
Good morning, Layla.
Teacher.
Hi, Nasir.
Hi. Good morning.
Okay, so this week we will have a science quiz. And I know that you will do great. Since the lesson is so easy, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So easy.
Okay, so let's start. Today we will solve the worksheet together. So at 5, I want you to be all muted. I will count till 5. Please mute yourself. When I call your name, you can unmute yourself to give the answer. Okay? And please, let's make a deal. Don't send anything in the chat, since I cannot check the chat while explaining. Okay?
Good morning.
Good morning, Muhammad.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll count till 5 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yalla ya Christian. Question number 1, we have to check the best answer, the best one. Even on the coldest winter days,
Surprise.
there is some heat in the air. Almost all of the heat in the air comes from where? Does it come from mountain snow, sun, or wind?
No. Mountain snow is not because snow is cold.
Perfect.
The wind is also cool, like refreshing. So it's the sun.
Excellent explanation. Bravo ya Christian. Thank you. Celine.
You're welcome.
Celine. Rubbing your hands
Yes.
together makes them
Hi,
feel
Miss.
how? Hi, Zakaria. Mute, mute, mute.
Which page do I open?
It's not, it's our worksheet.
It has to be hot.
Bravo. Bravo, ya Celine. When
I
we
don't
rub
have
our
it.
hands together, they feel hot. Celine,
It's hot.
can you tell me?
I think.
Celine, which energy is converted into heat energy here? When we
think
rub
I
our
have
hand, which energy is turning
Mechanical
into heat
and
energy? Is it
mechanical.
chemical or mechanical or electric?
No, it's mechanical.
Mechanical. Bravo. Please don't write on the screen. Okay, so when we rub our hands, Huda, please. When we rub our hands against each other, it's the mechanical energy that is converted
I was
into heat
right.
energy. Okay, we're not allowed to talk if it's not our turn, Yehuda. Thank you, Celine. Amazing job. Aline. Aline, what are some examples
Yeah.
of heat sources, yeah, Aline? Sun, fire, and oven gas, sun, table, and radio, pencil, eraser, and door.
Sun, fire, and oven gas.
Perfect. These things, these objects, provide us with heat. The table, the radio, the pencil, the eraser, and the door do not make heat energy.
Yes.
Majd, when fuel is burned, when we heat fuel, when we heat like fuel, like gas, like oil, gasoline, which energy is produced? Wind, heat, or heat and light?
Heat and light are produced.
Okay, heat and light are produced. Good job. And if you chose this answer, this will be correct. Okay? Since I need the best answer. Nasser, we're not allowed to write on the screen, please. Don't write on the screen. So heat and light are produced, and if you choose heat only, this is also correct because I need the best answer. So heat is produced. Nasser, when we burn fuel, which energy is converted into heat energy? Is it chemical, mechanical, or electric? Chemical. Bravo, ya Nasser.
Chemical.
When we burn
Yes, I did
things, when we burn things,
I did the works.
thank you. Please mute. I will count till 5. You should all be muted. 1, 2, 3. Okay. When we burn things, it's the chemical energy that is converted into heat energy. Let's move to the next part. Layla. When objects expand, do they increase in size, decrease in size, or their size does not change?
They increase in size.
They increase in size. Good job. Bravo, ya Layla. Since the word expand means that they get bigger, they increase in size. Bravo, ya Layla. Malak. When we leave a balloon, ya Malak, in a closed car in the sun, so it's so hot in the car, what happens to the balloon? Does it expand, contract, or it doesn't change? I can't hear you, Malak, if you're talking. What happens to the balloon if we leave it in the car for some time?
Remain as it is.
It does not change. Let's see. Let's think about it. Isn't it so hot in the car, ya Malak? In the car is left in the sun, and the sun is a source of heat energy. It's the main source of heat energy. So it's so hot in the car. It's like we're heating the balloon. What happens to the balloon?
Not expand. Contract.
Not expand, it contracts. Let's see. Muhammad Basma, can you help us with this? Malak and I are a bit confused. Muhammad Basma. What happens to the balloon if we leave it in the car for some time? The balloon will yes, ma.
Expand.
It expand. Can you explain why? Why did you say expand, ya Muhammad? We're not allowed to write in the chat at all.
Yes, teacher.
Yes, ma? What do you think? What happens to a balloon if we leave it in the car for some time? It's so hot in the car.
It will contract.
It will contract, it will go smaller. Don't write anything in the chat. Okay, let's think about it. It's the sun. The sun is a source of heat energy. The sun heats.
Expand.
Who is this? Serena? The sun heats the air.
No.
Inside the balloon. And this question is for all of you. When we heat things, what happens to objects? When we heat objects, what happened to them?
It contract.
They
Contract.
contract, they go smaller.
Contract.
Wallah, they go smaller. طيب يلا, I'll count it. 5. Let me re-explain this.
Expand.
Yalla, I will count it. 5. You should all be muted. 1,
Expand.
2,
Expand.
3, 4,
It's expand.
and 5. Thank you for all those who said
Expand.
expand. The sun heats the air inside the balloon. The air expands. The air gets bigger. The air expands. It gets bigger. So the balloon will get bigger. It will expand. When we heat things, they get bigger. They expand. When we heat them, they expand. They do not go smaller. So expand is the right answer. Contract is wrong. Contract, yani they go smaller. And it doesn't stay like it is. Let me explain this for you. Contract, yani go smaller. They decrease in size. Go smaller. But when we heat things, you should all know things expand, they go bigger. So when we leave a balloon in the car for a while, the balloon expands, it goes larger since the air expands, make them expand. Okay, Tia. Tia, we have 2 balloons. These balloons had
Yes.
the same size at the beginning. We kept one in the refrigerator. And which one is this? Do we keep balloon B or balloon A in the refrigerator? And why? Is it balloon A or B? This question is for Maya and Tia. Yalla, help me with this. We have 2 balloons. Which one was left in a cold place, which is the refrigerator?
Balloon B, miss.
Why?
Because if we left it in the refrigerator, it will contract.
Perfect. Bravo. Bravo, ya Maya. When we leave things in the refrigerator, they contract, they go smaller. They go smaller. Perfect. Balloon B was left in a cold place, which is the refrigerator. It contracts, it goes smaller, and it contracts and not expand. It contracts. Is question 1 clear for everyone? So we have to choose the smallest one, which is balloon B. Since when we leave things, when we cool things for a while, they contract, they go smaller. Any questions about question number 1? Did you all get the idea of heating objects? Any questions about this? When we heat objects, they go bigger.
No,
they expand.
no.
No.
Okay, great. Show
Everything's
me a big
clear.
smile. Show me a big smile. Yalla, a recount till 5. I'll mute it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yalla, Muhammad Zalghout's turn. Muhammad and Hashim, this question is for both of you.
Okay.
Yeah, let's see. You're a
Indicate
team
how
now.
did heat affect the metal ball?
Okay, let me explain for you friends first. At the beginning, we had a metal ring and a metal ball. The metal ball was able to pass through the ring, and we can put it inside it and also to take it outside the ring. Okay, when we heat the ball, so we heated the ball, look at the metal ball, it cannot pass anymore through the ring. So Muhammad and Hashim, what happened?
Because we heat it, it will
The ball is
expand.
heated, it will expand and it can.
Yes.
Okay, bravo Muhammad, bravo Hashim. When we heat the ball, it expands, it goes bigger. So now the ball is bigger. When the ball gets bigger, it
Cannot
cannot
fit.
pass anymore through the ring. Super proud of you. Excellent answer,
Yeah.
Muhammad and Hashim. Bravo. So you need to tell heat causes the metal ball expansion. Expansion يعني it expands.
Metal
It gets bigger.
fan.
Okay? The ball expands and cannot pass anymore through the ring.
To the ring. Through the
Okay, thank you. Mute again. Let me choose Sasha and
you're
Zakaria.
mute.
Sasha and Zakaria. Here is another team. Sasha and Zakaria.
Yes.
Question number 3. هلا, we're not heating a metal ball, but we're heating a liquid. Liquid. We do not know the type of the liquid in here. Yalla, Sasha and Zakaria. So, we have a liquid in a flask. We have the liquid inside this. Okay? We placed the flask in a very hot water. After a while, so look, we had the level of water was here,
It gets bigger. It
and then
expands.
the level of water rised.
It
What happened,
expands.
ya Sasha? What happened, Zakaria?
It expands.
The liquid expand. What caused the liquid expansion?
When
Who did
we
this? Who is the source of heat in here?
the liquid the liquid expanded from the water. The liquid.
Bravo, it's the hot water. So the hot water heats the liquid. You have hot water inside. You
So
have
it
this
gets bigger.
hot water. Hot water heats the liquid inside. No, we said in heat energy moves from hotter objects to colder objects. So we have hot water. The hot water will make the liquid hone inside will heat it. It will heat the liquid inside. And when we heat things, they expand, they get bigger. Bravo يا ساشا. Bravo يا زكريا.
Yes.
So, hot water heats the liquid inside the flask. The liquid expands. The liquid gets bigger. And the level of liquid rises. The level of liquid
Miss.
rises in the flask. MS.
The the hot water expands the solid.
Yes, if it was a very hot water, أكيد.
Okay.
يلا يا أبطال. Any questions about object expansion? We talked about liquids. We talked about
no.
metals. So they
No
expand, they
questions.
get bigger when we heat them. Yes, Majd.
No question.
Okay.
No
يلا يا دانا.
questions, miss.
Let's move to the last question. يلا يا دندون. We have.
Teacher, I didn't
What didn't you understand,
Yes.
Yehuda? Huda, I'm listening. What didn't you understand?
Yes. How does that you did that? You put the vase inside hot water for a while.
Okay, so look, when we heat things, they get bigger. We have different ways of heating things. You can use fire, like we saw in the video when we heated the metal ring. Okay, so using
Yes.
fire, heating the metal ball using fire will make it bigger, will help it expand. But in here, we didn't use fire, we used hot water. So we kept the liquid in hot water for a while, and then heat energy moved from the hot water to the liquid. And now the liquid inside the flask is hot. Okay? Since it is hot, it expands.
Yes.
It's the hot water.
Okay.
Okay, imagine, Yehuda, that you have a pot of boiling water. So mama is heating water on the oven, okay? And then you put, let's say, a pencil inside or any other object. How will this object feel? Hot for sure. لأنه you heated it. And you didn't use fire to heat it, but hot water. Clear, Huda?
Yes.
يلا يا دانا. Dana, we have three
Yes,
words.
miss.
Freezing, melting, evaporation. Dana, when ice
Yes.
become water, so it's the solid water turning into liquid water. What do we call this process?
Melting.
It's melting. Bravo, ya Dana. When ice, which is solid, let me write solid right here. Ice is the solid state of water. This is solid. Turn into water, which is the one that we drink. We call this step melting. Melting. Serena. يلا يا سيرينا. What about the opposite?
Yeah.
It's the opposite. We have
Yes.
water and water turned into ice. So it's the liquid water that
Yes.
turned into ice. What do we call this step? How do you turn water in the ice into ice? Where do you keep it?
The free.
You put it in the freezer, صح. So what do we call this process? شو سيرينا؟
Miss,
Freezing.
tell everyone to stop chatting.
Okay, for the one chatting, there's nothing in the chat. شو يا سيرينا؟ What do we call this step يا سيرينا? When water turn into ice. How do we turn water into ice? Mira.
Miss, I know.
Okay,
Yes.
I'm giving others the
freezing.
chance to answer. شو يا
Freezing.
ميرا?
I know.
Freezing, teacher. Freezing.
Okay, you're not allowed to give the answer. It's Mira's turn.
Freezing.
Miss Serena said
it. Serena said freezing.
Freezing.
I
Bravo
said
ya
it.
Serena.
No,
Thank
me.
you. This step is called freezing. If you have, let's say, a bottle of water and you want to turn water into ice, you have to put it in the freezer and then it freezes. Water freezes. يلا يا حسام. حسام, this is water vapor. This is water vapor, which is gas.
Evaporation.
Evaporation. Bravo. Bravo ya Hussam. So, when water turns into
Yes.
gas, when water turns into gas, we say that this is evaporation.
Miss,
Yes.
you do not choose me.
Who are you?
Mira.
Mira mbala, I choose you. يلا يا ميرا لكن.
Evaporation.
Okay, good job يا ميرا. Bravo. So evaporation. When liquid water turns into gas, we say it's evaporation. Mira, هلا we will talk about wet cloth. Okay? So Mama put the wet cloth in the sun. Mama put the wet cloth in the sun. And after a while, these clothes become dry. What happened?
They melt.
They melt. The clothes
Evaporation.
melt. شو كان عليهم ice? This is not true. Please all put your hands
No,
down.
I said up.
Let me ask those who did not answer yet. Swaidan. Yalla, Mira and Sen Swaidan. This question is for you. Mama put wet water outside in the sun. After a while, wet clothes become dry. What happened to the water?
Evaporation.
Okay, who is this? And
Evaporation.
Evaporation. Is this Hussein?
Yes. Yes.
Bravo, ya Hussein. This is evaporation. Evaporation. Why? Because the water that was in the clothes, so the clothes were wet. The water that was in the clothes, which is liquid, evaporated. It evaporates. It turns into gas, and the gas disappears into in the air. So here, the water,
Sun.
liquid water turns into Water vapor, which is gas. Water vapor, which is gas. Okay?
Yes, the sun.
Because of the sun. Bravo. Okay? This was the worksheet. We're done with the worksheet. Any questions about it? We will watch a video together.
Not a
No
question.
questions.
No questions. So,
No question.
No question.
okay.
No question.
Thank you. Our friend,
No question. I have a question.
yes, what's your question?
I don't have a question. No question.
Okay.
Evaporation the vapor?
How did evaporation what?
How could evaporation be the right answer for the water vapor?
Okay, look. When we heat water, so if you put water inside a pot, Yasma, and you heat it, after a while you will notice that you have the level of water is less, so you have less water. It's like you're losing water, but actually you're not losing liquid water, the water that is inside the pot. It's the water that is turning into water vapor, and then water vapor rises in the air. It disappears. Okay, it turns into gas. That's what happens in wet cloth. When you put them in the sun, the liquid that is in the cloth would turn into gas. It will turn into water vapor. So it disappears. Water vapor is a gas, so it disappears. It goes in the air. Is it
Okay,
clear,
I know it.
Yasma?
I have one more question.
Yes, Yasma.
I understand it.
About
I
the-
understand it. I don't have
Ball. How does
Miss Emily?
metal?
Please, Yasma has a question. When Yasma finishes, we will watch a video together. Yes, Yasma.
How does the metal ball fit through the when we heat it into 60 Celsius? It doesn't fit anymore.
Yalla, ya, let me choose Maya. Yalla, Maya is trying to explain. And Layla. Yalla, Layla and Maya, please help Yasma with this. She's asking about the metal ball. The metal ball at first was able to pass through the ring. What happened to the metal ball, ya Layla and Maya?
Because the
heat made the ball expand.
something, it will
Bravo, Maya.
and
Bravo, Layla. So, yeah, Yasma, Maya, and Layla are saying that when we heat things, they expand, they get bigger. So, at first, the metal ball wasn't hot. So, it was able to pass through the ring. When we heat it, it expands, it goes bigger, so it cannot fit anymore in the ring. Clear?
Yes, clear.
Thank you. Yalla. Our friend Yusuf in grade 3B did
Thank you, Mayan. And
did an
Layla.
amazing experiment. So please take a look.
Are we gonna watch the video?
Miss, can I say
So he
something?
has an empty water bottle with a balloon on the top. He placed it on a hot plate. This is a hot plate. What happened to the balloon? It's done. So we'll watch it again.
Something?
Yusuf placed the empty
Of a heat
water bottle on a hot plate. So this is hot.
And
This is hot. The hot plate. The hot plate heats the air inside the bottle.
Expand.
The air expands, bravo,
Expand.
and inflates the balloon.
The air expands.
Bravo, and inflates the balloon. We will watch it for the last time. We're not allowed to write on the screen.
The balloon is increasing in size.
The balloon is increasing in size. Bravo.
Miss still has to stop writing on the screen. Right, I just wrote it and then I erased it.
Okay, so we're done for today. Thank you all for joining me. You were amazing and I love you so much.
Miss,
I wish you good luck in your quiz.
Bye, Miss.
Bye-bye, my loves.
Bye, Miss.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.